EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and our home team. On one sideline, there's the head coach of the Browns. His guys in rough shape. They have lost 7 of their last 9 games. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico, my partner Greg Olson, set to bring this to you. Ka'imi Fairbairn getting this one started. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the lefty, 5'11" out of Oregon, Dillon Gabriel.
If there was one thing, Mike, that I thought was really evident walking out of our meeting with him earlier in the week was just how much he shouldered the blame for last week's loss. He said those 2 interceptions I threw, those are just inexcusable, and he didn't want to talk about the touchdown passes and all the good that he did. And while I think that's certainly commendable, there was a lot of other bad stuff going on in that field, too. So I think there's a lot of things they can clean up, and if they do, I think they got a great shot this one.
3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Gabriel. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
A fair catch. He's going to call it, take it right around his own 30-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
This league is so often described as a passing league, and performances last week are a big reason why. Not only his ability to rack up a ton of yards, but to have 3 touchdowns to go with it. And even though it's not as rare as maybe it used to be, I think we have to be careful that we don't take that type of production for granted. They're going to be a hard team to beat if he's able to continue to produce at this rate.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. Mason Brown. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
And now the punting unit will come on as this drive quickly stalled out. So he's on to punch it away. Browns offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. He stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about a yard. 2nd down. With that, I'll only give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Under pressure, and he'll go down.
is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Throwing for the pistol. Stroud. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
From the gun, here's Stroud. This is caught down that right sideline. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another first down.
On first down, it's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2.
At the Browns' 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Stroud. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Hayden Ellis gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Carter on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Here's a second and 3 from the 33. From the gun, a give to Judkins. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down. Shotgun snap to Gabriel. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Gabriel. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On comes the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They have been one of the better teams in terms of throwing the football this year, and the numbers bear that out, and they have come out of the gates hot in this one. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Quickly out to Collins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Stroud going to set up the throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Browns, 1st down.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Start of the second. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Now it's Gabriel, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Throwing is Gabriel. He's got that to the rookie wideout from Georgia. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Trying to be a little too perfect there and hit right at the goal line. Continues into the end zone. It's a touchdown. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he is in the midst of an MVP-type season. NFL leader in passing yardage, and he's up over 3,000 now for the season. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Stroud. That one's underneath here to Mixon. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Complete to Joe Mixon. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Stroud. This one's going to be taken in by Collins. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Stroud. His pass complete to Jalen Noel. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
RPO and a quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And he is upended. Boy, awkward looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
brings up
Second and 11.
at the 42-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll get that out to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Browns offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. Now Gabriel. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. He'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
To throw is Gabriel. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. It's third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Here's Gabriel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That's the former Defensive Rookie of the Year, Will Anderson. As he's done so often this season, it's another sack, and he is up to 15 now on the year. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The home team's offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Trying to use that big body to go forward. Going to get to the line of scrimmage, but nothing after that.
Brings up second
From the 38 now, here's second down and 9. The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. To get it to the 28, but now it's third down. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Noel. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline. And he's able to extend this drive.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Stroud. The throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Stroud. This one off the floor. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them.
That is caught by the tight end, Elijah Arroyo, for the score. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Carter on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Browns offense ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gabriel. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Will Anderson. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw is Gabriel. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll step up and run this. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and 2. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Off he goes. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
So the two teams head for their respective locker rooms. We head to Orlando. Scott Hansen has our halftime report.
Our journey through the NFL starts now. At M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, the Ravens at home to take on the Eagles.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the 2nd half is underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Mixon. Down the sideline, past the 40. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Yards on the play. That's another 1st down.
On 1st down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
Now Mixon. Face to run. Inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. They get 18 on that one. And that will be a first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield.
It is brought in the end zone. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba for the touchdown. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Fairbairn's good on the point after. And his guys move further out in front. It is now 17-0. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Carter on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Browns offense ready to get back to work. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. They'll run it with Judkins. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Out of the gun, Gabriel. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. First down, Cleveland.
And the Browns first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Judkins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5. Shotgun snaps to Gabriel. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 seconds.
And they're going to get him a second time. He goes down again.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
That is fielded at the 13. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. Here's Stroud. That one is caught by Collins. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 45 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
On a second down throw for Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
To the goal line and in. Jackson Smith-Njigba has a touchdown. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Team 24, visitors nothing.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Carter on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Browns offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Now it's Gabriel. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On the quick slant, that's Judy. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Throwing is Gabriel. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Zach Harrison. He seemed to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down.
Mike, it is not very often where I am at a loss for words. You know that by working with me. But let's just set this stage. They just allowed a modern NFL record 13 sacks in one game. I mean, to say this is absurd would be a dramatic understatement, and I hate to say it, but performances like this, people lose their jobs over.
The home team's offense, and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more, and he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they'll try to keep it going. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
6-yard pickup.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stroud. That one underneath here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
At the 42-yard line.
They will work the middle with Mixon. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now, Stroud to the left side into the hands of Collins. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Covered by Tyson Campbell.
They'll run with Mixon. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
At the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal.
For the field goal.
This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Carter on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Gabriel. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the draw is Judkins. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns 1st down. Again, it's Judkins. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. From the 41. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run it once more with Judkins. Well, he shows you the elusiveness getting out of one tackle, but not the other. Fortunate, really, to get back to the line of scrimmage on that one. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They snap it to Gabriel. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout. It is C.J. Stroud in need of some attention. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Again, the running right. It is Mixon. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Richardson. That's to the left side. Caught by Noel. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
They'll run here with Mixon. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Stroud to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Gabriel. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
The offense's backs were already up against the wall. After suffering that last sack, it's all but eliminated whatever breathing room they had left. And for the rest of this drive, they don't have much room for error at all.
3rd and long. Here's Gabriel. Big connection there. They get all the way near midfield on that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Browns first
On the give, it's Judkins. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another.
And on 1st down, it's back to Judkins. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Gabriel. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Cleveland.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Now, for the point after. His kick is good, and the Browns are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. And a few kneel downs should do it here. Defensively, they do still have those 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run with Gilliam. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down. a run. This is Gilliam. And he'll get about 5. He'll come up now for second down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 8. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And are gonna send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.